What was our intro again?
No idea.
Well, our intro last time was, it's been a while.
Well, it's been a while.
It's still, again, it has been a while.
Yeah. We really need to get better at doing this.
How long has it been?
Well,
How long has it been since our last
Yeah.
video?
Like
it was...
realistically, it's probably only been like a month.
closer to 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah,
So I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we did it after Halloween.
maybe.
Maybe.
But it's the end of December now, so 2
Well,
months.
True.
We'll call it 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
call it
just
2
call
months.
it 2 months. Yeah.
That still is a while. Not as long
Yeah.
as like almost a year,
I think it was
Not
closer.
more-
Yeah.
if not more than a year.
But hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We're just talking randomly right now. Welcome to our What Now podcast. This is episode 2.
Mhm. Such a milestone for us.
Yeah,
Episode 2. Wow.
episode 2.
Yes,
We
tune
could-
into our every other monthly podcast
We
about
could've-
everything you didn't expect to hear.
We could have done this like a long time ago, but
No, we
had-
couldn't have. We were all too busy.
True.
Correction, you were too busy, Calvin.
True.
Yes,
Until
because-
December, I could have done
He's
it.
never busy because he gets his stuff done in like an hour because he's homeschooled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's also been out of school for a week.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's also
technically have
true.
school today, which is why this is going to cut off around 11. So yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, no. Today on the Just Three Dudes podcast, we are discussing crappy and stupid. We consider them to be moronic conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Of course, the people who believe them say otherwise. But
If you're one of them,
If you're one of them,
You-
sorry, but we have our own opinions. Okay?
we mean no harm, but
We mean no harm,
mean-
but it's just
we mean to make fun of you.
yes, because okay, let's be real. You're dumb.
dumb
No,
is
no, no.
kind of
There's quite a few of them that are very intelligent. They're very intelligent at deflecting questions.
Yeah, see, deflecting questions.
They could all be politicians.
They could,
Legitimately.
but
Most of them would
then-
actually. The funny thing is, most of them would make better politicians than we currently have.
Yeah.
Would they though? Because then we'd have a bunch of flat earthers running our government.
Well, most of them are only insane about the one topic.
True.
So, like,
Yeah.
you know, if we had a flat earther president, I mean, yeah, sure, he'd make some insane, trade rules about, like you can't ship past the 30-second equinox or whatever. But everything other than that would be perfectly normal.
I guess.
But yeah, so that leads us to our first topic of debate, which is flat earthers.
Flat earthers
Yeah.
and how stupid they are.
Appar-
Sorry, flat
apparently,
earthers, but it's
satellite photos are faked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Satellite photos are faked and people are just stupid and
Yeah, satellite photos are faked. Gravity's not real.
I want to. I would
if
love.
gravity is not real, then we wouldn't be coming back. Then what would be tethering us back to the ground?
That is my question. Are there like actual scientists that back up flat earthers?
No.
Exactly.
You have no
They use
backup.
their own understanding of science to maybe try and prove stuff, but
and you graduated high school. How?
right?
Well, I mean, it's just one of the things where it's like, I mean, I know it's a conspiracy theory that, not a conspiracy theory. It's, it's hidden. The government doesn't want us to know that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
obviously
say,
science won't prove it. But if you have, I mean, to the extent of my knowledge, they don't have an explanation. I'm sure there is one, but I don't know it. So if you're going to, say something isn't real, you have to offer some form of, solution or explanation as to what actually is happening, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If you're a flat earther and you're listening to this, and you have an explanation, please put it in the comments below, and we'll just laugh at you.
We won't laugh at you.
We'll try and
laugh at your explanation.
We'll try
No, we
and
won't.
understand your thinking,
Understand,
and then
there we go.
refute it with science.
Yes.
Yeah.
Science is real.
But either way, just comment below on our videos, and if you like it, good.
Yeah, it's interesting.
If
There's
you
a
find
bunch of
us
flat
boring,
earthers that
then
contradict
okay.
each other too. Like there's this one flat earther that did a video that was like refuting everything that Vsauce, Michael from Vsauce,
Mhm.
had done on like a flat earth thing. And a guy reacted to this video, and basically this flat earther said that they don't believe that gravity exists, and they don't believe that. So all flat earthers don't believe that gravity exists. According to their actual like page, like website, they believe that the Earth is accelerating upwards at 9.2 meters per second squared.
They do realize that in space, there's no such thing as up, down, left, and right.
Yeah.
There's
But the
forwards
Earth
and
is
not
also-
forwards.
There's
The Earth is
forwards
flat,
and
so I mean, realistically, at this point, there is no space. I mean,
Well, there has to be. We have to be somewhere.
thinking about like we're probably like the bottom, I guess, and so everything is always up, unless we're like mining down. Because otherwise, if we're just a flat disk floating around in space, we would collapse in on ourselves and become a circle Earth.
A sphere.
a sphere.
How thick do they think the Earth is? Because I mean,
I don't know.
yeah. Because I mean, that's always a question. It's like the flat Earth. Yeah. It's like we always when someone says a flat Earth, we imagine like a pancake. It's like the Earth isn't like 15 feet thick. We have mines that go down way down.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, obviously it's fairly thick. How do they explain volcanoes?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
If you have an explanation for volcanoes, just please, again, leave it in the comments, and we'll try to find it out through science how your explanation is false.
Yeah. Anyways, so this guy, Vsauce, referring to their actual page, was saying that flat earthers believe the Earth goes upwards at 9.2 meters per second.
9.2.
Yeah, because that's the rate of gravity.
It's 9.8.
9.8?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Whatever. Anyways,
Whatever. Anyways.
I am fairly
the guy
certain.
that was like refuting what Vsauce was saying that no, the Earth doesn't go upwards, but you're right, gravity doesn't exist.
What?
Yeah. This flat earther was basically saying that
My brain
their own
just
website was
committed
wrong.
suicide.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that, most people have, a little bit of sense to agree with those who are like-minded.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the sun is only like four. I don't remember if it's 4,000 or 6,000 miles away, but it's also only like 48 miles across. So that's how they explain day and night.
Wait. They explain day and night by just saying the sun is close
Yes.
and that it's small.
Mm-hmm.
Does it actually still like go around the disc?
It goes in a circle like on top of the disc.
Oh my.
I think our brains are committing suicide.
No, mine is just like face palming.
Yeah.
Uh,
Flat earthers are dumb.
my mind is just going, you idiots.
Yeah.
I live on a earth with these idiots.
I'm on a gurney.
I'm on a
Speaking of idiots, I was listening to the radio the other day, and apparently there's a group of people that actually believe there's a group of people that actually believe that there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Dude, I would love if there was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
No, but like they actually believe this, and whenever they see a rainbow, they'll go and chase after it.
Is there an end to a rainbow? Because I mean, like I know it's just
No,
sun reflecting.
because
it's just
an
sun
optical
reflecting off.
illusion.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's
well, I mean,
interesting to think, like, you're on a date with, like, this person, they see a rainbow outside the restaurant, they're like,
Gotta
oh,
go.
sorry, I gotta go.
I'm gonna be rich. The leprechauns will feed us forever.
Man, the things
Yeah.
people believe.
Yeah, no, it's there are also the funnier ones are ones. The funnier ones are ones that where people there's solid 100% proof as for most all of these, and they just flat out ignore it. Climate change. Climate change is one of those that's hilarious in people's ability to just go like, that's not real. Government's lying to us. Scientists fake it.
Yeah.
My father, he works with a guy. You cannot talk to him about it. If you talk to him about like how the fact that we have probes or like temperature sensors in the poles that are measuring the drastic increase in temperature over time, he'll hit my father's coworker will just go, nah, that's lying. Scientists are faking it. We went. No, here's the thing that's funny here. We went to Alaska for a cruise last summer, and we watched glaciers like break off, glacier bits break off and fall into the ocean. My father's coworker says no, they're actually getting bigger.
Oh my gosh.
We watched it break off. We watched chunks the size of cars break off and fall into the ocean. The glaciers are getting bigger.
See, this is where we lose all faith in humanity.
The glacier's breaking off. It's getting smaller. No, it's not. It's getting bigger. How does one thing get bigger when it's falling apart?
Right?
It doesn't.
You
It
know,
gets smaller.
it's just these people are kind of ridiculous, and it's
Yeah.
funny sometimes. It's also incredibly frustrating.
And then there's that one, like, Ajit Pai guy that, like, actually thinks that net neutrality is a bad thing. And so then he got rid of it a while ago.
A while ago, it was less than a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He's dumb.
well,
Yeah.
it depends on the perspective you're taking because
Okay, let's be real.
No, no,
they're
no,
just they're following the money. That's the only reason they repealed
that's
net
what I'm
neutrality.
saying. In the viewpoint of the consumer, which the FCC is supposed to protect the consumer, which they're not currently. They're not revoking net neutrality. We're kind of blowing this out of proportion. Everyone is. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as everyone expects it to be.
Yeah.
It's going to get bad. It's going to get really bad if we don't fix it. But it's not going to immediately go like Netflix has now gone from $9 to $30 a month, and that's just Netflix. Don't even forget about paying Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably going to end up being like cable TV.
Oh yeah, no,
You've got
no.
access to like a ton of like channels, but you just have to pay a little bit extra to get access to more. That's
Yeah,
probably what it's going to be like. It's not going to be too bad, but it's still
and
going to suck.
there are internet providers that are saying, "Hey, we are going to follow net neutrality regardless of whatever." Unfortunately, sometimes that's not an option.
Yeah.
Getting those providers.
Yeah.
However, I mean, like, hey, here there's several ways this could play out. One of the ways is one big company goes to full blown non-net neutrality and just gets totally destroyed by the company that keeps net neutrality, and then everyone's like, yeah, revoking net neutrality means we go bankrupt.
Yeah, because I mean, realistically, any company that isn't going to use net neutrality, they're going to lose a lot of customers, and they're going to lose a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to want to pay more for what they had a week ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and that's the thing where it's like, if every company does it slowly, we're hosed. Because if it's just like, hey, we're increasing your internet bill as a total by $5 a month, no one notices because it's like, oh, it's $5. And then 20 years from now, when you're paying $200 for your 15 megabit internet download speed, you didn't see it coming. But hey,
and then we're all bankrupt and we're in a massive recession that nobody can fix because they don't want to reinstate net neutrality because money.
But I mean, there's already several lawsuits in the work, and there are entire states that are going to be suing the FCC or whatever.
Yeah, there's a bunch of states that are suing the FCC for repealing net neutrality.
Because it's flat out just doing this once it actually takes 100% effect. It's
not
going to
only
hurt
are they
small business.
suing the FCC, but they're making it a law that and that's one of the things providers in their state can't enforce.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If we just take this, the FCC is a trade commission. It's made by the government, but Congress massively supersedes them. If Congress passes a law that says net neutrality has to be a thing and it always will be, then the FCC has no choice. It's there.
Yeah.
The problem is getting to that point.
Yeah.
However, there's such an outcry. I think we will be able to get to that point. A massive amount of people. Here's the thing. It's the FCC voted along party lines. 3 Republicans, 2 Democrats. Even the Republican constituents are pissed off about this. So we should be able to see change.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't see why Congress repealed net neutrality.
Congress didn't. The FCC did.
The FCC can't do that though.
Actually, they can. That's where it is. The FCC is not part of Congress. That's why Congress can supersede the FCC. If the FCC was part of Congress,
what?
If the FCC was part of Congress,
sense.
they wouldn't have been able to do that. Wouldn't?
No, they would, but it would have had to gone through all of Congress.
And
because according to from what I thought, net neutrality was an act or whatever that
Obama brought it in 2015.
Yeah, that basically said the internet providers can't charge you extra for faster, slower access to certain websites.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly right. Yeah, and here's the thing. Obama could do this because
if Obama did that, then that means the FCC can't take that away because then that's.
Well, no. Here's the thing.
That's not
Obama
under their jurisdiction.
The president appoints the chairman of the FCC, so the president can go and executive order or stuff like that. But once the president's gone, Trump could have just gone and did it himself, but the chairman of the FCC did it. So yeah, I like how we started off talking about conspiracy theories and now we're on deep politics. It's not actually deep.
Yeah, that's
three idiots who have no idea
like,
what we're talking about. Politics.
That's usually how conversations like this work. We start at one topic and then we end at something that is quite literal on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Welcome to Just Three Dudes, where we take one topic.
To be fair, we did kind of smoothly transition into it.
Yeah.
Because we went
smooth is good.
We went from weird conspiracy theories and beliefs to incorporating the government into that because they're faking stuff and then into net neutrality and politics and stuff. So
yeah,
it's not that far stretched, but
yeah,
if you look at the timeline, but if you just look at the beginning and the end, yeah, that's pretty far apart.
Yeah.
Our timeline currently reads almost 19 minutes. So,
all right.
Okay. Wow. Time flies.
Seriously.
Let's be real. I'm not going to sit and watch a 20-minute video.
Well, no. This is going on SoundCloud, dude.
Yeah.
This is the thing you listen to. This is the thing you listen to in the car, honestly.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know about you. I really enjoyed listening to talk radio. There's not a whole lot of good talk radio stations, but
yeah.
I like listening to talk radio. 92.3 KTAR. It's a good one, despite Mac and Gatos and their evening conspiracy theory dude.
What was that 88.7 thing that you said you were doing?
So that thing, the Pulse, the EVIT radio station, yeah, they've got guys on in the morning that talk about news and stuff.
Oh, so That's sort of what
sorta.
you do.
You've got
It's not really news.
No, it's
but
not news in the foggiest. There is a news section, but it's not news in the foggiest. It's just a
Yeah.
morning radio show.
It's just them talking about stuff.
Yeah. Playing music. Steve and Jeff. Great guys.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. So our show doesn't stagnate, we're gonna move on to our next topic, which is
Wait, hold up. Next topic? What? What is said next topic? Am I aware of this next topic?
Our next topic is completely and utterly unrelated, but it's mostly just us talking about the number of movies we have to see that we currently haven't.
Yeah, that's
We'll
true.
add another 20 minutes onto the podcast.
Yeah. Your problem is
Well, there's no problem with it. But, basically, my list consists of every single sci-fi movie that's coming out next year.
so the entire Marvel universe. My gosh, I can't talk. The entire Marvel universe, including Infinity War, Black Panther, that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still need to see Thor Ragnarok.
Same.
Because
It's so funny.
I have a Fandango gift card. I don't even have to pay for the tickets myself, and I haven't seen Ragnarok.
You should go see it. It's
Okay,
It's
so
good.
Trent, when you have the chance, you and I are going to see Ragnarok.
January it is.
January it is.
Let's be honest.
At that point, it might be on Redbox.
Or the Dollar Theater, even better. I can get popcorn.
Yeah, but there's one movie that I saw the trailer for this when I went to go see The Last Jedi last week. But it's this movie called Ready Player One.
Ooh, yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard several things. I've also heard that the book was better than the movie. I can't say that because I haven't read the book. I haven't read the book or seen the movie. So
Yeah,
Same. Well, to be fair, you can't really have seen the movie because it comes out next year. But
I haven't seen the movie still.
neither have I. But
That's no excuse.
Ready Player One is one of the movies that I want to watch.
okay, so here's one of the things that I found cool. So when I'm watching trailers, I like to check to see like what's going on in the trailers and what characters I could expect to see.
A whole lot of
And then-
video game characters.
Yes, including
Yes.
Tracer from Overwatch.
Yeah.
They had Freddy Krueger in there. The Iron Giant.
They
was
had-
also
I
there.
saw that.
They had at least one character from Mortal Kombat.
They have to. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
because
Yeah, in that
Let's
epic
be
like
honest,
2-second
Mortal
fight
Kombat,
scene they have
as
in the trailer,
bloody as
you
that
can
game
see
is-
a bunch of characters in there.
Mhm.
Mortal Kombat, as bloody as that game is, it's
So
an
fun.
iconic game.
It's so fun. Mortal Kombat's fun, and it revolutionized gaming.
Yeah,
It really did.
yeah. As bloody as that game is, there's not going to be a possibility that
Well,
we're
the
going to be
first couple
losing Mortal Kombat
games,
anytime
they
soon.
actually like censored all the gore and stuff.
In what?
Like the first couple Mortal Kombat games, they censored all
yeah.
the gore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then after that, they kind of like
But they
threw
did
that
have
out
the
the
gore
window.
in there. You just had to have like cheat codes and
Mhm.
stuff for it.
Yeah. But like later on they kind of like threw that idea out the window and just the games were becoming more and more popular with the gore that was in the game. Cuz the whole point of that is you're finishing off your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Finish him.
Finish him.
Finish
Which-
him.
Okay, speaking of Mortal Kombat and NetherRealm Studios, I found a funny Easter egg for Mortal Kombat in Injustice 2.
Ooh.
So you know how
I'm gonna step out.
the that stage where you're fighting like outside of a theater?
Sure.
If you if you knock your opponent against the theater sign enough times, the billboard will say "finish him" on it. So that's a Mortal Kombat reference. Because NetherRealm Studios is like that popular and likes to throw in like little Easter eggs in their games and stuff. Not just NetherRealm, but games in general.
I was gonna say, I think every single game has Easter eggs in it.
Yeah. But
Well, I mean, yeah, no.
yeah, I was just telling Trent that that stage you and I have fought there, like the stage where you're standing outside of the theater. I think we fought there one time.
I'm trying to think of what you're talking about. I
Well, I
probably
mean-
do, but
From the history I hear you guys have, Calvin's probably wrecked you, Dawson, in just about every place.
I've wrecked him sometimes.
well,
Unless he plays that as Harley Quinn, then he's freaking annoying.
leave me alone,
Yeah.
baby.
But
Maybe a little
know,
bit. Whatever.
speaking of games with Easter eggs, Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh my gosh. I honestly don't see what the big deal about that is.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, okay, so
I
it's,
saw that Game Theorist put out a
it's-
video for
yeah.
that, but then I was like,
I agree. I haven't
Yeah.
played the game. My brother has played the game. He
Why?
likes it. Why? Because Cole is Cole.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, if it's coal, it's because it's coal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the gist of the game was it's supposed to be like like a graphic novel kind of game, where it's like
Yeah.
you have the people, they stand
Yeah.
there, and it's all manga and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's it's free on Steam. It's free on Steam, made by Team Salvato, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I think that's their name. Here's the thing: on Steam, the users. So when you put the game out, you can tag it, but the users, the players, are the ones who really tag it. The top tag is psychological horror.
That's awesome.
So yeah, you've got this this ditzy little like anime style like dating sim kind of looking thing,
Yeah.
and you get inside and it's tagged psychological horror. The gist of the game is that you've got the four people, and eventually, and they all have their own like kind of sort of screwed up, messed up quirks. Yuri
Yeah.
self harms and stuff by the
Yeah.
end, and then one of them becomes sentient and literally deletes the character files from the game. That's one of the things in the game. You can go in and mess with the game files. It was intended for that. You mess with the game files, and that changes how the game plays in the actual game,
That's cool.
and it still works
Breaking the fourth wall.
That is
to the max.
awesome.
I mean,
Okay,
like,
let's be fair. Nothing and nobody can break the wall as good as Gwenpool.
oh yeah.
Can you repeat that name?
Gwenpool?
Gwenpool?
Yes.
So basically, Gwen.
Gwen, but Deadpool combined.
Yeah.
She.
Which Gwen?
I don't know. There's a lot of Gwens. In the
I know, that's why I'm
universe.
asking. That's why I'm asking. It's obviously not Stacy.
Probably not.
No, whatever.
She's got blonde hair with like pink highlights. Maybe that's just because in that one she's playing Gwenpool.
Yeah.
And
maybe.
anyways, her philosophy is that if it's living, it can bleed. And so she's got like swords and guns, and she just cuts everything up.
She sounds like a 3-year-old.
Yeah, kind of.
I've got my scissors. I'm ready to attack.
Knowing Gwenpool, she would attack you with a pair of safety scissors, and she would probably beat you.
The thing is, I don't know much about Gwenpool just by the name and just knowing that it's a female version of Deadpool.
Pretty much.
So
But she breaks the fourth wall better than Deadpool does.
That's a difficult task to do.
yeah, I know.
She's not only aware that she's in a comic, she wrote her own comic.
I think Deadpool did something similar, didn't he?
She can like jump out of the comics and like erase stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she can literally erase the walls of the comic pages and look at, like, the next comic panels and stuff.
Okay, so I remembered this because I used to play the game Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And in that game, Deadpool's in that game. And when you
It's not a Marvel game without Deadpool.
Yeah, that's true.
I debate. There have been several good Marvel games that don't have Deadpool anywhere in them.
Yeah.
Of course, they're older ones, like flat out arcade games. But
Yeah.
Right.
Right. But the thing that I found funny with Deadpool breaking the fourth wall in that game was that he when you do one of his special moves, like when the gauge is at its max and he's doing it, he'll take the power meter off from the screen and use it as a bat to beat up his opponent. And I was laughing so hard when I did that because I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
yeah, no. Oh yeah, my mild tangent. At the mall attached to the picture show, the Dollar Theater.
Yeah.
Where the like the furniture store or something, the furniture store's on the floor down. The floor up, there used to be some sort of store there. Now there's a massive bookshop
Ooh.
that has an entire section dedicated solely to comic books.
I've been there. It's cool.
It's amazing.
Oh, I want to go see that because, like, not just see it, but I want to actually go buy some comic books from there because, like, I love comics. I mean, like, a long time ago, when I used to live in Utah, I used to read, like, the Civil War comic books and stuff like that.
Nice.
And, I even read, like, this one Marvel Zombies, comic book. I don't know why, but my cousins had it, and I read it, and it gave me nightmares.
Well, yeah, that would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, who wouldn't be terrified to see mutants as zombies? Like,
I don't know if terrified would be the right word. That sounds kind of cool. I mean, make Wolverine even more immortal.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's true.
Weren't we talking about what movies we want to see?
Yeah,
we may have strayed from that path a little bit.
Yeah. We were originally talking
Just a
about
little
movies.
But then we went off on a tangent
That's
about
putting
video
it
games
mildly.
and comic books.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so let's say movies I still need to see. Ragnarok, as previously established. The Last Jedi, as now established. Into the Jungle, Jumanji, Into the Jungle, when it comes out. Or it already came out.
Jumanji came out yesterday.
It came out the 20th. 21st. What day is it?
Today's the 21st.
It came out the 20th.
Yes.
So either way, the three of us need to go see that movie.
January.
January. Yeah.
Man.
The amount of free time I have is comprised of what we're doing right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've got a lot of movies that I need to see. And
Yeah.
that I want to see.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I actually still haven't seen Thor Dark World.
What?
I haven't seen that.
What? Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's a good movie, but you're not missing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
I mean,
yeah.
It's a Thor movie. I didn't really miss too much.
Yeah.
Do you want me to spoil really the only thing that happens in that movie?
Loki, quote unquote, dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki, quote unquote, dies, fakes being Odin and takes over the throne. Which, from just watching the trailer of Ragnarok, seems to not be the case by the time we get to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Come on, Marvel, keep some continuity. Oh, my brother saw The Last Jedi, and this is the only spoiler I will give.
Which
because I haven't
which
seen it.
brother?
Braden.
Ah.
He said the thing that annoyed him in the movie the most was, okay, so at the end of The Force Awakens, Rey holds the lightsaber out to Luke, just straight. She's just holding it by the bottom, pointing it at Luke.
Yeah.
According to Braden, in the opening scene for The Last Jedi, she's holding it horizontal to the ground.
Well,
He said it just bugged him the fact that they couldn't even mildly keep that continuity the same.
Yeah.
It was like
Now that I think about it, I guess that kind of bugged me too. I mean, I didn't really care about it that much.
the thing, it doesn't change anything. It's just stupid.
yeah. Stuff like that's fun to point out, but it doesn't change anything in the movie,
Yeah.
like at all.
No, it doesn't. I'll be honest. Yawn break.
This yawn break was brought to you by
Sleep deprivation. Don't we all need it?
Insomnia.
The real heroes of this podcast, sleep deprivation. Causing us to just be complete morons.
Oh man.
sleep deprivation affecting us since how long?
Let's see. For me, since 1999.
Oh man.
The day, actually, I can't say that. I was as a young child, my favorite pastime was sleeping.
Is
My
that
parents- my
everybody's
parents-
favorite pastime though?
Well, I mean,
All the
now,
time?
Now, yes. Back then, like when we're like one, not even one.
You've got your baby years where it's like 1 to 2, maybe 3, where you're sleeping all the time. Then from there to like 15 or whatever, naps are like the death of you. And
Yeah.
then 16 onwards, naps naps are the best thing in the
If
world.
you could get naps for Christmas.
Right? Speaking of naps for Christmas, I saw this thing. There was this little girl that went up to a Santa like all sad, and Santa's all like, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" She's like, a nap." Ah,
A nap. Don't we
yeah.
all?
right. That girl knows what she wants.
That
Yeah.
girl knows what's important. Yeah.
Sleep is important. It's what keeps us alive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I chose during my holiday break where I could sleep in if I wanted to. I choose to deprive myself
And
from sleep.
continue waking up
Dude.
at 6 in the morning.
Yes.
I had during finals week, I didn't have to show up at all to my homeschool today. I'll have to go to Eva, but that's not for until, like 11-ish.
I was going to say, it's not homeschool, though.
No, it's not. And by homeschool, I don't mean schooling at my house. I mean just my actual high school. Let's clear that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have to go to that. So I slept in until about 7:30, which is friggin' glorious to a guy who wakes up at 5:20 every day of the week except for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I feel you.
Whereas for me, so here's the thing.
I don't understand people that can sleep until like 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, me either.
Like, how can you sleep that long?
I mean, I love sleeping, but like after 8 maximum, I'm just bored. I need to
Yeah.
do something, and my mouth just kind of tastes bad.
Yeah.
Mucus.
Here's the thing though, like with me and speaking of depriving sleep, so on breaks, I have the thing where like I wake up at 6:30 every day. But that's just for the weekdays. Weekends are where I deprive myself of sleep the most. Because I don't know why.
I was gonna say, weekends you get like the least amount of sleep.
Because like I don't know why. But like I choose to get myself to wake up at 5 in the morning.
Well,
Yeah, I was going to say
that's one way to get.
We're
the
sitting
most
here
out of your
complaining
weekend.
about sleep deprivation. I self-admittedly, I will stay up until 11 just watching YouTube.
Right.
and then
Yeah.
go to bed, wake up at 5 in the morning, and
That's literally what I
pass
did
out
last
in the
night.
bathroom.
That's what I did last night.
Here's the thing,
I
though.
went to bed at like 12:30 last night, and then I woke up at 5:30 this morning.
Here's the thing,
I
though.
feel fine.
Because of me being able to wake up constantly, like consistently at the same time every day, my parents don't even have to worry about what time I go to bed because they know that no matter what, I'm going to be getting up.
My parents don't know what time I go to bed.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I don't know. Could be either.
Yeah, so
I almost fell asleep at my desk last night listening to music.
what kind
And,
of
like,
music?
It isn't even music that you'd like associate with falling asleep to. Like,
What exactly were you listening to?
bass boosted dubstep.
You fell asleep.
Almost. Then I was like, wait, my bed's more comfortable. And then I got up and got in bed. Don't die, buddy. We're not done with the podcast yet. Trent's not even back. He left, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, Trent's not even back. I think he went to go check on his phone or something to see if Brigham's
No, he went to make sure his family was awake. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back. I almost killed Dawson.
Yeah. I almost died.
Did you
Because-
now?
Because this goofball
I almost fell asleep at my desk last night listening to bass boosted dubstep.
Dubstep, by definition, has a massive bass boost to it, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I almost died because of the fact that he used dubstep. I mean, like,
I wasn't trying to fall asleep. I was just listening to dubstep and then I almost fell asleep.
But
here's-
dubstep and sleeping.
the thing is,
Yeah.
like,
How?
the thing with me was like before my parents banned me being able to listen to music before I go to bed.
Oh, that sucks.
Like, yeah, I know.
I'm not listening to music, Mom. I'm watching music videos.
There's a difference. But
Music is the best way to fall asleep. Music in a warm room is the best way to
Yes.
fall asleep.
yes, and I happen to be in both of those situations.
I argue.
Minus one.
I personally like my perfect situation is listening to music, falling asleep in a cold room under a warm blanket.
Yes, that's actually the best way to get sleep.
Yeah.
Being warm is the best way to like fall asleep, and then being like in a colder environment while you're asleep helps get you better sleep.
It's so nice.
Yes, it is nice.
Last night I fell asleep while I was playing my Switch on my bed.
I
Because-
wish I could do that.
So your
But-
parents have severe rules against you not listening to music before bed, but they're totally fine with you passing out on your bed at like what, midnight with your Switch?
Here's the thing. They don't know.
They do now.
Oh crap.
Man.
We'll delete that part.
Man,
Yeah, we'll just
we're
erase that
really
part.
bad at staying on track.
Guess what our
Here's the
original
thing.
topic was 45 minutes ago. Conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories. Now we're just talking
Ranting.
randomly. Yeah, ranting.
We're talking just because we can.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wondering what a normal conversation between the three of us are, just like
Do.
outside of this,
It hasn't changed.
it hasn't
Yeah,
changed.
it doesn't really change. We just sit and
Normally
talk,
we're just
and
busy
then-
doing something else, like playing Halo or
Playing Halo
eating food.
or eating food or
But then we're still talking, and then even during this we basically do the same thing we did during this podcast. We catch ourselves like 15 minutes into a conversation. Wait, we are way off track.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that pretty much sums up like what's going on, and so yeah, I heard like because I've been looking at like the Game of the Year award list.
Please tell me like Shadow of War is somewhere on there.
Not even close.
Oh, come on.
Was Warframe on there?
Yes, Warframe.
Good.
Warframe was there.
Coming from you, dude, you log like what, 45 hours a week on it?
Not anymore.
How many hours do you log on it?
Maybe like 2.
Maybe like 2.
Maybe.
Okay, that's better. I was gonna say
Okay.
there. You guys don't understand. There was a time in Calvin's life,
Yeah.
mostly called like 6 months ago,
Yeah.
not even, where if he had been paid to play Warframe, just minimum wage, he would not have to work ever.
Yeah.
Because that's like the only thing he'd be doing for like the rest of his life.
Right?
But
Let's be real. I actually do want to play video games for the rest of my life. I mean, that's what I'm going to go to school for, hopefully.
yeah. But like so as we were just saying, so Warframe did make it on the list of Game of the Year, but Overwatch barely beat it.
Yeah.
Because
I was
Overwatch-
expecting a much bigger gap.
On the Game Awards, there was a section for the best ongoing game.
Yeah.
There were like 8 titles on there. And
Overwatch,
all but 2 of the games on that list. So the 2 games that were on that list that were older than 2016
Mhm.
were Warframe and Battlegrounds, I think. I don't remember what it was, but it's like some super popular war type game. Anyways.
Players Unknown Battleground or something.
No, PUBG is.
Yeah,
it's
PUBG
very
came out
recent.
it came out like this year or last year. But
Yeah.
PUBG
Something.
was on that list.
Yeah,
Unfortunate,
PUBG was no
Like
doubt.
this list was best ongoing game.
Yeah.
And Overwatch got first. It came out last year. I don't really technically consider that an ongoing game, especially considering that Warframe came out in 2012.
Well, I think what they consider an ongoing game is a game that has an update that reveals new content. Not just like new
Overwatch
skins.
hasn't really had that. Like they've introduced new characters, but they haven't had any major updates.
Yeah.
Warframe in the 5 years that it's been out has released 22 major updates.
Plains of Eidolon, which was
Yeah. Plains of
which is their
Eidolon,
newest
like-
update, I think.
Yeah.
I really like their little foray into like sort of open world structure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not really open world. It's still heavily defined by literally physical boundaries.
Yeah, it's
But
like
it's-
1
it-
square kilometer or something like
Yeah,
that.
but it's a lot better than you're like, okay, here's your ship, have fun,
Yeah.
They're
or here's
The
your
next-
asteroid.
the next big update that they're doing, they're introducing another area in your ship where you've got like your own like personal quarters or whatever.
Ooh.
You can have fish tanks.
Can you have a fish tank? I'm in.
Fish tanks, and you
Wait,
can
fish tanks plural? I'm down.
yes, fish tanks plural. You can also invite people to your ship,
Ooh.
so you can have other people on your ship to look at your stuff.
I'm
Because
sorry.
look at
That's. I mean, having the personal quarters, unless you're like doing some like actual stuff. I mean, that's pointless anyways. But inviting other people onto your ship, what? Unless you have like the mechanic to, unless there was like the mechanic of gas in this game. There's no reason to have this. I would love a game. I love games. Eve Online is something like this. Eve Online is 100% open world, but it's because it's space, so it's literally just everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's literally the definition of open world because it's just like, hey, here's your home planet or whatever. Make yourself a businessman somewhere, whether it be personal security, mining, whatever. And it's literally just open world. It's very confusing. It's a difficult game, but it's fun.
Yeah.
But it's one of those games where it's like, yeah, no, that one there's not a cost for gas necessarily, but it's like that's one where like economically it just makes sense that everyone travels together because then you're not waiting for the person who got stuck in the back of the hyper jump station.
See, it's not like people are on your ship to like go places.
No.
It's like just to look at the decoration that you have.
Which I consider kind of stupid. I'm like, give it a purpose.
Yeah.
They like increase the maximum number of decorations that you can have
Well, they would have had
by
to.
like 4 times.
My ship has tassels everywhere.
Well, in Warframe,
It looks
it's
like
not,
a
in
looks like
Warframe
a
it's
Persian rug.
noggles, but like which are basically bobbleheads.
Bobbleheads.
Yeah,
Bobblehead.
bobbleheads.
You can have the Quinjet. My name is Peter Quill. Bobbleheads everywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, you can invite people onto your ship, and you've got like your own personal area kind of thing. I mean, it's not really personal, but it's just another area that you can customize more and display stuff.
So, I like how,
Yeah.
speaking of like talking about Warframe and stuff, like with Rocket League, I really liked that because like on my PS4, since I'm allowed to have Warframe on there and stuff, on Rocket League, it'll give you like the antennas that will have like the different Warframe heads on it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm playing Warframe, I'll have like a chroma Warframe head as the antenna, and I'd
Nice.
just be like going around, driving around. And speaking of Rocket League, I really want to get that for my Nintendo Switch because of one, it has the factor of like the Mario and Samus battle cars that show that Nintendo supports Rocket League and stuff like that. But
Nice.
also that's Rocket League is the number 1 selling eShop game currently. So
Mild tangent. I want to play Battlefront 2 so badly.
yes,
Regardless of
Yes.
everyone's complaints that it's like,
yes,
they're just microtransactions.
EA.
Yeah.
People have been
EA
giving
is really
EA a
bad for
bunch of crap
Well,
about
yeah,
that.
they deserve it.
EA
but
is
Yeah.
bad.
I still want
like-
to play that game so bad.
It's a beautiful game. Like the sights and everything. It's
I'm just
like,
glad they
EA,
went.
They make good games.
they make
but
good games,
They
but the
charge way too much for it.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no. So I think that's going to be our final comment on this on this podcast. Okay, so I
Yeah.
think from the sounds of this, we're going to have 2
Bethesda
podcasts.
is releasing Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch.
Okay, I'm down.
That game actually already released.
It did?
Yeah, Skyrim has been on the Switch for a month now.
What?
Yeah.
Why didn't I
How
know
did I
about
not know
this?
about this? Anyways,
Why did we not know about this?
I don't know. Because we don't talk very much.
True.
But
yeah,
otherwise, I would have told you guys
we don't
about
talk
this
very
soon.
much, but when we do talk, we talk very much.
very, very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, very much.
But yeah, so that's pretty much all the time we have for this podcast. I think just based off this conversation, we're going to have 2 podcasts that release every so often.
Yeah.
Occasionally, we'll have the first one, which is Well Now What, where we read the choose your own adventure books and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then we're going to have this one, which is I think going to be called. This has to be completely separate because there is no way, shape, or form is the Well Now What, because
Yeah.
I think this
I mean,
is
to
just
be fair, we don't really know what we're doing for
but
sure
I think
yet.
I think but here's the thing with the Well Now What, we know sort of what we're doing. I think this podcast is this series of podcasts. Ready, guys? I just came up with this title. Is going to be called the Without Direction podcast.
Yes. Yeah. Without direction. Because we literally
Have no direction. We don't even have the ability to stay on a straight line. If topically, obviously, like we can walk the drunk test, but actually, I don't know if that's so
or we
obvious through
could get
this.
very punny with the name and call it like Dudes a la Lib.
Dudes all ad lib.
Yeah, Dudes a la Lib.
Okay. But yeah, so this episode of Completely Without Direction, or whatever the heck we end up titling it, was brought to you by the complete and utter moronacy of three people, myself included, and our complete inability to have a civil discussion that stays on the same topic for more than I think the longest topic we had was about 10 minutes.
You sure?
Maybe 15 if we were lucky.
I'm thinking maybe like 7 if we're lucky. Like,
Well,
let's
let's
be
see.
real.
We have recorded in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We've recorded 55 minutes of content.
Yeah, maybe like 7 minutes if we're
Yeah,
lucky.
maybe 7 minutes. Our original topic was conspiracy theories and
And
false
this-
science that we thought was just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Now we're
And
talking about video games.
We've ended on Skyrim
On
for
Skyrim for the Switch. And
Yeah.
so that's where I think we lasted longest because we talked about video
Yeah.
games for a good chunk of time.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we had the discussion about Warframe and like the Game of the Year stuff, which I think maybe sometime I don't know if you guys have played very much video games lately because of being busy with and all
Working?
that stuff. Yeah, and working and stuff. But
I do nothing but video games.
but I think like sometime we should discuss like what our personal game of the years were. Which is no doubt
I'd have like
Injustice 2
4
was
games
my
on my
game of the year.
list.
Injustice 2 was my game of the year because I play it nonstop.
My game
Like-
of the year is probably going to be from like 2015.
Yeah.
I don't play games that often. Like the two games, we need to wrap this up. We do, but the two
Yeah.
games that I play like sort of consistently, not really anymore. 3. I play Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
I play Assassin's Creed 3
Yeah.
and Rock Band 4. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or whatever
play
the new
like
Rock Band is
4
for the
different
Xbox
games.
One.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
But yeah, so I mean, like we could do that. But yes, so again, thank you guys for listening to our completely out of alignment, ranting about just about whatever. If you have an idea for a topic we can start with, I make no guarantees about ending on anything, but start with. Comment down below in the anywheres. I don't know if SoundCloud has a comment section.
Yeah.
Maybe it does. It does. Okay, so you can comment
Also,
down there.
Just because I'm curious, let us know if you actually listen to this whole thing.
Yes, if you
Like-
if you
If you
If you-
Let us
listen,
know if you actually listen to this whole thing. Tuned out after like 5 minutes because I know there's going to be a lot of people that do that.
so yeah,
Or if you skipped around.
if you reach the end of this podcast, comment the word. What word? Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Nah,
Yes.
it has to be better than
No.
that.
No.
If you
Oh.
it's almost Christmas. If you reach the end of this podcast, comment Jingle Bells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that
why
works.
not?
That works.
It's
Why
the,
not?
it's the
There's
21st.
some
Christmas
people
is in
that
4
aren't
days.
gonna like actually listen to the whole thing, and they're gonna like jump through it and like get to the end and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna say Jingle Bells."
Okay, dude, you know how big our presence is. No one's gonna do that. If they don't.
True, but
The number of people who listen to this podcast, I think, hovers around 5, and 3 of those are us.
Yeah.
true.
I don't know. In any case, remember,
Well, actually, depending on how many of Dawson's friends listen to this, it might be close to.
I don't know. I haven't checked
Yeah.
the number of views on the YouTube video we posted for our last
I know
one.
for the J3D Dudes YouTube channel, we have like 23 subscribers, maybe 26,
Yeah.
and they're Dawson's friends, and then me and you.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
yeah. And then there's Berkeley with his herping channel and stuff like that. He has like I forgot. He had like over
just realized.
3,000
We didn't introduce ourselves. We just said, "Hey guys, welcome," and then we started talking.
So signing off, this is Dawson.
I'm
This.
Calvin.
Oh, I overran you. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And this is Trent. Thank you for listening to Just 3 Dudes, one of our podcasts without direction. See ya.
See you
Maybe.
next time.
Yeah, next time. That's a good way to put it. Next time.
Yeah.
'Cause
See you in 2 months.
2
probably.
months if we're lucky. Who knows? Maybe we'll
If
have
we're
one in
lucky.
January, but that
We'll
we'll
see.
we'll see.
We'll see you some point.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.